if say I'm shooting handheld, and I've been in these positions where I've done this beautiful handheld operation, and then everyone seems fine with it on the day. And then when we get to the final film, the emotion that where we're going with all this has now changed a little bit in the edit, whether it's pacing, whether the character arc is a little different. And the director comes to me and says, you know what, that handheld is just a little too intense. It's a little too shaky. So I'm like, okay, well, I would have loved to have known that when I was shooting it. So, but if it's too shaky, then what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to zoom in on the image so we can give it the ability to stabilize. So now what I've done across the board, anytime I'm shooting handheld, I shoot 5K, but frame for 4K. What that does is it gives me 25% around the edges to be able to stabilize, okay? And Megan's gonna take you through that process.
All right, hey guys. So you have your red. You're gonna hit menu, and go to overlays, hit guides, and it's gonna give you a drop-down menu for mode, and you're gonna select absolute. And then for the width and height, you actually can dial in your pixels. So you're gonna wanna put 4096 pixels by 2048 pixels. And then for the line, you know, you can set your various colors. I have it set as red, and bang, little red box. Yep.
Awesome. So now I'm going to show you this scenario. Why don't we focus on her right here?
Yep.
I've changed from the Monstro to the red Gemini, and now Megan's going to get that in focus for us. Awesome. So you see this red box, that is 4K 2:1. Okay, so I love shooting, been doing a lot of Netflix films, and you know, Super 35 just has a lot of black barrage on television screens. 2:1 is wider, and it gives you a little bit on the top and bottom. So we've done the pixel count that Megan just talked you into, which is a 2:1 4K Super 35 aspect ratio. And that's within the red box. So now if I went on handheld and I was moving all around and doing all that stuff, and the director felt it was too shaky, I don't now have to zoom in on the sensor at all. I have a 5K image with 25% around, and now I can use that to stabilize. This is your time to really pick my brain, because I'm doing a 30-year, 3-decade brain dump on y'all right now. You see that 5 to 7 millimeter zoom in when I rack from the background to the foreground? That's calling attention. Most of the time, we want the camera to feel invisible. We want it to feel like we're just there. Let's really go down the rabbit hole of creativity and how it can assist your story. With the red, it's what I call the most photochemical camera that you can create on. It all comes back to the glass matching what your story is telling you to do. That's the arc tray there. We've minimized that gap. There's no double reflection anymore. Welcome to the Camera, Lens, and Filter Masterclass. And I'm Shane Hurlbut. Let's get started.